Today we're looking at properties in the state of Vermont, which is a very hot state for relocations because it has a good quality of life. You can get a lot of property for the money, acreage and square footage. Here's an example of a property. This is in Whiting, Vermont, which is north central Vermont. Look at the view from this property. You can see the Green Mountains in the background. It's on over an acre, 1,800 square feet, 4-2 house. After the view, let's take a look at what the actual house itself looks like. It's a nice older farmhouse style property, wraparound porch. It has a second story, probably the bedrooms are in the second story. Pretty decent condition. Looks like you have relatively kind of maintained property on the inside. There doesn't look like there's any kind of defects. Obviously, older homes you're going to have to do some work on. But again, you're getting into almost 2,000 square feet on an acre with a nice view for under a couple $100,000. Here's a view of the inside. Next property we're going to look at is in Bellows Falls, Vermont. Again, on over an acre. Nice little 2-bedroom, 2,500 square feet. This is a larger house. A lot of open areas. You could probably use it for live work if you had some type of craftsman type business or a farmer's market type business. You have some room to work on that. It has 2 separate 100 amp services on 2 surveyed acres. So this is a pretty larger example of a property, and you have some live work opportunities with it. Next property we're going to take a look at is in Orleans, Vermont, which is kind of a unique area. It's a little more obscure. It's in the Derby metro area, if you could call it that. Again, 2,000 square feet on over an acre, couple $100,000. Does it snow in Vermont? Yes, it does snow in Vermont, as you can see. Interior, again, these aren't going to be brand new upgraded houses, but it gives you some perspective on a livable place where you can get into the real estate market without paying rent and then upgrade the house later when you look to sell. Here's a house for $185 on 4 acres, 2,000 square feet in Chester, Vermont. This is a really nice little area. Chester, Vermont is farther south, closer to Massachusetts and New York. Larger kitchen area. Again, does it need updating? Probably does, but that's the whole idea of getting into a larger house with a low payment. In this case, you're going to have a mortgage payment of about $1,000, maybe $1,200 with taxes, where you can ride the wave of property appreciation and then switch out to a larger house later, and in the meantime not pay rent to a landlord. You're paying mortgage to yourself where you're the owner of the property.